Hello everyone, Megan here from Modern Genealogy. Today we're going to be talking to teens again about how to attach sources in the FamilyTree app. So, going along with the previous video that was about finding records for our ancestors, now if we find a record that we need to attach to them, I'm going to show you how to do that in the FamilyTree app. Okay, so in the FamilyTree app, I'll show you how to attach a source. So I found my source by going to Ancestors with Tasks, and this shows anyone with record hints or with temple work that's ready to be done. And I scrolled all the way down to George Edwin Wilson. And if you click on the blue little square there, it takes you to any record hints. So if you click on that, then you can see what that record is. So going back to his profile, I saw that his wife's name was Annie Mahala Mullen, and his name is George Edwin Wilson. Now, because those are not very common names, the chances of two people with those names being married is very slim, and it's the same location that they lived. So I'm going to compare that and see if I think that's a match. Now, in this little page here, on the left is the document and the information in the document. On the right is the information in your family tree in the green column there. And so you just want to look through that and see, first of all, if there's any new information, and second of all, to make sure that it is the right match. So see, the spouse is the exact same name. Their child is George Norris Wilson. So this is a birth record for their child, George. So you should also look at the document. So if you click on that little image of the document, you can take a look at it and see if there's any more clues in there that you can add into your family tree. So quite often there's information in here that gets left out. So you see his name, George Norris Wilson, male, date of birth, where he was born, county of Queens, name of the father, George Edwin Wilson, birthplace of the father. So you'd want to take note of all of this information and see if it matches what is in family tree already, because you might have some additional information that you can add into there. Address of the father, so where he lived at the time was Salmon Creek. He was a farmer. Then the mother's full name, birthplace of the mother, and then it has his name and some more information. So this is declaring that he's the first cousin, because this is a late birth record. So someone is wanting to get his birth record. Maybe he's needing to apply for a pension or something and needs to have a birth record that he cannot locate. So that's what this is, and just understanding what the records are is helpful to understand the information that's in them. So there, now you have a cousin that you can see if you can find out where he fits in the family tree as well. So then you can just close the X there and scroll down. I'm pretty sure that that's the right family. So the reason that I would attach the document is that it has the same parents and birth year and same location. You can basically put anything in there that is the reason that you're attaching the record. You want to put something just so that if there is ever a question, then someone has some information to go off of why that record is attached. Now this one's pretty obvious, but sometimes it's not quite as obvious, so you need to explain yourself. So then you just say yes, attach, and now it is attached to the main person. Now you're going to attach it to the other people as well. So you would just go through and attach the wife now. So you would have to change it. It keeps the reason in there. So same husband and child. You could say that. Okay. And we did that, right? Principal. I guess the principal is the father. Same. George Norris. Okay, this is the son. same parents, and birth. So now you have all 3 people attached in there. You're going to say done, and now when you go back to sources, it should show up there. And there we are, there it is, 1897, the late entry for births. So hopefully that little video wasn't too confusing about how to add attached sources to your family members in the FamilyTree app. They just changed some things on there, so it was a little bit different as I navigated through. But you always want to remember when you're attaching sources that if you do not attach sources that are for the right person, things can get messed up pretty quickly. So you want to make sure that you know for sure that that source is for that person, or at least very sure. If you're not sure, just don't even attach it. Okay, so you want to look for some distinguishing information, relationships that match up with what you already know, locations that match up with what you already know, and just make sure you have that as accurate as you can. And always take a look at the image just to see if there's any more clues that you can find in there. Like we found in there, we found a cousin. So now we can go through the tree and see if we can find that person anywhere. So hopefully that's helpful. Take a look at more videos that I have here, and happy searching.